Almost a little touch of Oselworth bottom. Almost a touch of Oselworth bottom. Just seeing that cyclist reminded me, do you remember?
Yeah,
when we did that walk? Yes. Interesting place, isn't it? Morning. No. No. Oh, that's delightful as well. Down there. Nice little seat.
When we came through Blockley on the hill last night, I saw Northwick Estate, but you forget these places.
That's right.
Extend.
I mean, having a place called Northwick Park here always makes you think of London, but of course Northwick, just the north end, basically north end, that's what it is, Northwick.
You know we Lady Banks
Mm.
and the school.
Yeah.
There's another connection that I don't think, I don't remember, because there was a school also in Northwick House.
Right.
And I looked up the hill trees.
Mm.
This is in our library. And there was this school tree who lived at East Coast Manor.
Ah.
So that she was actually his daughter before she married Banks.
Mm.
Mary.
Yes. I think we
Did we do?
didn't. I did know about the Hawkers, although I'd
I know,
forgotten.
well, I knew there must be something, but yes.
But yeah.
Way back, obviously, we're talking the 1500s.
Yes, quite. Like that. We lost our money in the war.
Yes.
Talking about her as if she's a personal acquaintance. Oh, yes. This is nice, isn't it? Little damp underfoot, but not too bad. Mmm. I wish I had mine. Now these apples are drying very nicely, actually, so they're almost ready to go in the bag. Next time when we stop, we'll.
Well done.
No, I thought they would probably. Just
Yes.
Bit of dew. Yeah. Oh well, no. Oh, yeah. She must have been to the Western Estate, couldn't she?
Yes.
Yes, so Batsford Arboretum in this weather on a nice day. I think that's a must, don't you? On a really sunny day.
Yes, get the colours.
Get the colours.
Yes.
Chasselton and Snowsill can be done when it's a bit more misty and
Yes.
I mean, they're atmospheric as well then, aren't they?
Oh yeah.
They lend themselves to
Definitely.
mistier, foggier sort of weather.
I mean, if we obviously just finding which to fit in and start doing it all,
Yeah.
I think I'd rather do Chasselton.
Yes.
But
No, I think possibly I might. Well, no, I can understand that. I would probably like to see Snowsill, but
yes, of course you would.
I don't see why we can't do both.
Will, yeah.
I'm sure we can.
I will, but I was just thinking if the weather is absolutely brilliant.
It was a shame in a way. I mean, given the fact that we didn't particularly enjoy it, it's a shame that you went there, isn't it?
She did. She was glad she went.
Yes.
Just saying, you know, it's just, you know, it's a very interesting experience.
Mm. It's sort of. I think it's one of those ones which almost sort of lingers. You're perhaps reflecting on it, you think more of it than you do.
Yes. Well, she's very.
But you've got to go at the right time.
Yeah, she's very conscious
Yeah.
of old
Yes,
things.
and if too many
She's
people,
not very keen on anything that
No.
feels dusty and
no, well,
musty.
I wouldn't certainly wouldn't want to live in something like that, but I
Oh,
think
no,
it's
no.
quite fascinating to
Yes.
see it. And it is. But I think you want to go there when there aren't that many people, and you might even have a room to yourself. No. That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. I think that's the time when you want to be there, and you can let the atmosphere really seep in. It almost becomes spooky. I mean, that doll, was she there? She was almost lifelike, I remember. Well, a life-size doll. There was a doll in a chair, and her face was very human.
And there was also something else which was very interesting, and apparently was there before, but I didn't collect it. And there's one something I doing 3 layers or collected it somewhere. A volunteer made an exact replica, which is on display outside the cafe.
Ah. A replica of what?
Well, I can't. That's what I say. Wait till we see it. It's difficult
Okay.
to explain what it is.
Yeah.
You need to see it.
Yeah. I mean, don't forget, when you went there with Louise, and fair enough, obviously her first time, but when you and I go back, I'm sure we'll notice different things.
Yes.
And
But I mean, we spent a
Yes.
long time
Oh,
in there.
yeah.
And studied a lot
No,
of
but I might be able
stuff.
to. And the garden's lovely, isn't it?
Yes.
Anyway.
And we sat in the garden for
Yeah.
a while. I've taken
Yeah.
I took some photos and I did.
And the other thing
use
is,
my mobile.
you and I can have a nice little walk around the village, which I
Yes.
said to you would be nice. So I think we'll do that. We'll do Chesterton. And
Yes, there's bound to be a
Block
bit of
and
something.
Batsford. So that's 3, not necessarily 3 days, but probably 3 days. Although Batsford and Chesterton are so close, you could do one in the morning, one in the afternoon.
Yes.
But then the other things, well, we can leave it open. Possibly Hidcote, possibly Chipping Campden. A nice walk. I said that Dover's Hill was a nice spot for a walk. Nice open access, National Trust land.
Yes.
That's quite near Chipping Campden, so one could sort of combine the two there.
And as you say,
Broadway.
Tower.
Yeah, Broadway Tower. Oh yeah, we won't be short of things to do. If I can perhaps nip out for an hour here or there on the bike, then
Yes.
it'll be very good. Don't have to overstretch.
Bike outside this morning.
Oh, because I just wanted to do something to it.
Oh, I see.
I wanted to wipe the chain down and I also wanted to make a slight adjustment to the height of the saddle because my knees were rubbing against the top crossbar, which is irritating. No, you don't. But that's a sign that it's possibly a bit low, and therefore your knees have to go some way. And we often see some of them with their silly little knees.
No, but you keep your saddle.
Yeah, well, yes, but I have changed that seat mast. Remember I told you I had to change the seat mast for a different one. And I think now looking back, yes, but now looking at it, I think I might have lowered it too much. It's only it's fractional, these things. I mean, I've moved it only by less than a centimetre probably. But hopefully, I'm hoping it will make a difference and I won't be rubbing my knees. And it makes a difference to how your pedal stroke and how effective it is. And I like to get every ounce of power out that I can. Yeah, this is fascinating. Very, very attractive. As I said, almost Ellsworth Bottomish.
Yeah.
We're just walking along it. I mean, at
Going
some
back
point.
on the same
Well, I
day.
think we probably will. Although if we'll have a look at the map on the app,
Yes.
and just see what we think. If we stop in a moment, have a
Look at that water down there.
yeah,
It's a big valley, isn't it?
yeah. There's a sign here. I'll just go up to this because in a moment it'll start to climb up to the A44 because that's where it drops down. It reminds me a bit of. Do you remember Carhays where they had that long drive which dropped down very precipitously from the top? And of course, if this was the way into Northwick Park originally, In fact, if you listen, you can hear the traffic,
Yes, I can.
unfortunately. End of free access to Bourton Wood. It is to be regretted. There used to be free access to the wood. What a shame. That's for the state. A change in government policy has meant the end of free public access. Not quite sure. After this date, anyone who requires access must purchase an annual permit. Not quite sure what's happened, but
Well,
change in public
yeah,
government
no,
policy.
I wouldn't be talking to the price, but something dark like safety. You know,
Yeah, I
trees
suppose
coming
it is,
down and that
possibly.
sort of thing. Rather than allowing it to your discretion.
No, quite.
Yeah,
Are
I could imagine something.
you
like
able
that.
to put these in?
Yeah, of course.
I mean, or do you need me to take the thing off?
I don't.
Can you get it into the...
Can I just lean those
Yeah,
against
yeah,
you
yeah.
for a minute? Lovely. Yeah, I think that's
Oh, yeah. We can always cut it out, can't we? Nice bit of stewed apple. Can be very refreshing, very cleansing.
Lovely.
We like cleansing.
It's the main.
Yeah.
I mean, if that pub should be closed this evening.
Don't think it is.
Well, no, what
I think the Great Western was closed on Monday. Monday
right,
was its
okay,
day of
because
closure.
what I'm just saying, for
Yes.
when we go into the shop, why don't we see if there's
Yes,
some
yes.
sausages or something that we could cook,
Yeah.
so that we don't necessarily have to eat out.
Yeah, no, I agree
If
with you.
we've
I
got
agree with you,
something-
yes. We're here. No, I do agree with you.
Yeah.
We are there,
Yeah,
right?
yeah,
Now, you see, there's choices. We can go up to there,
yeah.
and then we can walk across and come back down that way, so that we don't have to retrace our steps.
I think that, I quite like the sound of that. I know what you're saying. It's a little bit
I mean,
further.
it's
Do we know
well-
what sort of path it is? We don't.
We don't,
really,
but I
do
can't
we?
see. I can't see any fields. So with a bit of luck, there won't be any stiles.
No.
And that looks. Oh, that's also a footpath. But then that comes into some woods, and we're back to there, which would be quite nice. The Warren.
Yes. Mm.
Maybe another day, not precisely today. There's a nice walk sort of up that part of the Warren
Yeah.
and round that way.
Yes. Well, that might be
Yeah.
link up with
Oh,
the
you see,
footpath
look
that
there.
goes past the house.
Bourton Woods.
Yes, I
See,
know,
well, that
which is
was
where we were
free.
thinking of going.
Well,
wasn't
no,
it?
well,
Well, it's,
only the
yes,
footpath side, but
yeah.
that's the bit which is obviously
You can't.
open access, or
Yes,
it used to be.
Used to be, yeah. Yes, no, I bet that's...
See, there's this
Wrong
other
with
bit to come back round to where we were. There's the Heart of England Way and the Monarch's Way. And of course, we started there. As you see, there was a footpath at the end of the thing. But unfortunately, if Bourton Woods was open, you could get to there, and then you could easily do it. But sadly, you can't.
So, what is the access to Bourton Woods? Is it down there?
Well, sort of, yeah, just generally, just walk where you want it.
Oh, so we can't go up here?
Yes, we can. We can go up there because that's public footpath.
Yeah.
But we can't. You used to be able
Oh, I
to.
see. There might
Apparently,
be some
just
trackways
yes.
through.
There's some, you can see there are quite
I
a few
reckon
tracks.
that's
Look,
what it is.
you can see lots of
Yeah,
tracks.
yes, exactly. Yes.
Well, I'll have to look up what this government policy was
Yes.
for open access in 2016.
Yes.
But
I
there's
mean, whether they're
there's literally of course they are. 'Cause there's
using
nothing
it as a
yeah,
bit
of course,
of a-
because there's nothing to stop anybody from opening their land to
No.
the public. But yes,
No,
you're right.
quite.
It probably has more obligations if somebody injured themselves, and they'd be liable, whereas perhaps previously they wouldn't be. But they're being a bit disingenuous by not putting the full.
No.
Just saying, government policy.
Policy,
Well,
yeah.
no, you can still open your land. There's nothing to stop you. Yeah, so if we walk up there and we'll just see if we
Yes.
don't like the look of it, we can just
Yeah.
retrace. It's not that much further.
No.
We can just
right.
retrace our steps.
Okay, yeah.
Do you know how far we've gone? 2.75 kilometres. Blimey. That's almost
What,
2
don't mind where
miles.
you're walking. Don't walk into that.
No, that's almost 2 miles. Huh. Whew. It's gorgeous, isn't it? From the door,
Yes.
which is nice.
Yeah, well, that's right. It's certainly what it's
I mean, you wouldn't find a nicer walk anywhere, really.
Because I mean, although we know there's lovely countryside as we're driving around, sometimes it might not be that accessible.
No,
Whereas if
exactly.
it's up on your doorstep, it's best to make the most of it.
No, it is. Amazing how, apart from that cyclist, we haven't passed a sausage
No.
or the mast on the ground.
As I say, I'm amazed to move the car.
Oh yeah.
But I am intrigued to know.
Well, you don't need to move yours.
No, well no, but we want to keep space for you.
Well, yeah.
But this tree just the way he was.
Yes. Yes.
So he was supposed to, if for some reason,
He will no doubt be cursing us.
well, I don't know, you see,
If you know what.
he might even have a side entrance.
Yeah.
down the bottom of the
Yeah. Well, there was something in the thing, didn't it? It said they don't. The next door doesn't like you sort of blocking the access and turning in their place
Oh,
or
is that
something.
what it said?
Yeah, so maybe that must be there.
Well,
That
maybe it is,
maybe
yeah.
he just parked there for
Yes,
convenience because he knew he was going out again.
Going to go out again as
Yeah.
well, because they did
Yeah.
go out.
Yeah. So you know you probably could have wandered off up there, but it says you can get an access permit,
Yes, well, that
which is not really worth our while. For
I mean,
yeah, it might be.